What's up, guys? This is August 26, 2014. It's day 36 of the Slimbo project. Starting my 5x5 training, like I said previously. There are a few exercises, few body parts that I really need to strengthen. One is my shoulders, my chest, and my legs. Basically, my whole body. But for the major exercises, I will be doing the 5x5. So back squats, bench presses, shoulder presses, pull-ups. I'll be doing 5x5. And the auxiliary exercises, I'll be doing hypertrophy training. So 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 8 or whatever. So I started today off with back squats at 135 pounds, 2 sets of warm-ups. Sometimes you'll see my feet adjust. I took my shoes off. One, because my feet were moving around in my shoes as I was squatting, so I decided, hey, take my shoes off, plant my feet firmly onto the ground. I can now feel my heels or my toes lifting up if it is going to. Second reason, it is hot as hell. That's it. So my first set is on a plate and a quarter, so 185. I did that 5 times, as you will know. Started off a little bit easier than normal. I'm trying to make my knees not go as forward as possible, not past my toes, but it's kind of hard for me. I'm not sure. I've heard both sides of the story, that it all has to do with genetics, or all has to do with form, but I'll try not to make my knees cross my toes in any way possible, but if they do, they do, and hopefully I don't get injured by it. But that's why sometimes you'll see me looking on the ground instead of looking up, because I want to know where my knees are crossing. So yeah, this is my second set at 205, and then I moved on to 2 plates at 225. I'm writing everything down on a piece of paper so that I don't have to memorize it. I'm also keeping it so that by next week, when I go into the gym and I do the same workout, that I can go heavier than previously. So I started out with 185. Next week, maybe I'll start out with 190 or 195. So let's see. So I'm trying to go as deep as possible. My stomach may not seem as if it's tucked in, but I'm sucking in my gut and trying to make my body as low profile from the side as possible. So this is my 4th set at 245. Normally I would end at 245, but my 4th set, I decided, let me try out 245. And this is, it didn't seem too much troubling for me. Here's 1, here's 2. So the barbell sways around on my back, and my body makes a slight adjustment, but hopefully as the weight gets lighter and lighter, I can control that weight. And on my 5th set is my PR set. So I never usually went past 245 or 250. And this time I decided to put on 2 plates and 2 10-pounders to make it 265. So this is my PR. I never went heavier than the previous set. I was worried about my legs because my knees buckled in a few times last week when I was running and walking. So I was like, oh, hopefully when I squat down, the weight's not too much for it to buckle in on me, and I just dropped the weight right on top of my neck. So good thing it didn't happen. Otherwise I'd not be making this video. It was a good day just because I hit my PR. lot of grunting was involved, but it was a pretty heavy weight for me. Now after this I moved on to flat bench. Flat bench is one of the, well, chest is one of the areas I really want to increase. So my bench press, I'm hoping to hit 2 plates as my regular working set as soon as possible. So I started out with 135 5 times, and then I moved on to the second set at 145, so I added 5 pounds onto it. Now my bench press, I've always been plateauing at 185, and once I hit 195 I could only do 1, and sometimes I can do 2 reps out of it. So bench press, I'm really gonna try to hit harder and harder, trying to get my strength up at it, and hopefully within the month or 2 I can hit 2 plates. Luckily I had one of the gym people, I had one of them spot me on my last 1 rep max, so you'll see that in the last video. But 195 is a killer. So here I am doing, what is this, my 4th set at 175. I think I progressively just went up 10 pounds every time, and on my last 5x5 set I was at 185. So this is me at 195, and I did 1 clean rep, and then my spotter had to help me up with that. So just one of those exercises that I really need to increase. And then my final 5x5 workout, I decided let's do shoulder press because the rows were occupied and I didn't want to do barbell rows. It's just not a comfortable position for me. So I started out with just the bar at pressing it 5 times, then added 10 pounds onto each side. Now this isn't a good angle, you just see me, but as you can see, my body's not coming down when I'm pressing the weight up. So this is just straight up shoulder press. I'm not putting any push into it, I'm not putting any momentum into it. This is just straight up shoulder press. Maybe as the weight gets heavier and heavier, I might add in a military press where you bend your knees slightly and you use your legs to try to push the weight up. I might do that a little bit later on, but this I just wanted to push up with my shoulders. I could have done the hammer press, shoulder press, but I wanted to try these a little bit because these really hit my shoulders a lot harder than the hammer press ones. So this is my 3rd set at 75 pounds, and again, one of my key body parts that I need to repair, I need to get back into healthy condition, is my shoulders. I do not have a lot of shoulder mobility. I don't have a good shoulder, like even the bone isn't strong enough. So hopefully by doing all these exercises I can increase the muscle mass on that part of the shoulder, and and get strength into it. So this is a view of the lower side. I decided let me put the camera a little bit higher and see how it is when it's like on the side of me. So as you can see, my back is curved as if my chest is out. It's curved into like a backward C. So that's what I'm really trying to do, not let my back go straight or curve the other way. On this one was 95 pounds and I could only do 4 reps. So tomorrow I might go to the gym and just do some auxiliary exercises for my shoulder, and that's it. Later.